What's good, everybody? This is Otis here, and oh wow, 2 videos in a row. That's it's been a while since I've done that, but this is War Thunder. It's only on PC and the PS4. I know Xbox turned it down because they basically hate indie games. That's what the developer for this game says. So it might come to Xbox soon, but overall, this is a very fun. It's World War II. Flying game. I know they just released a tank version also on PC, so hopefully we'll get that for the PS4 pretty soon. It's a free to play. Basically, it's more of like a sim, I would say. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty realistic for how the planes react, how quickly you can get shot down, stuff like that. So you start out with only 3 planes, and so if your 3 planes get shot down when you first start out, which they will pretty quickly, you'll crash, you'll get shot down. You're basically shit out of luck until the next game, and it makes you fly a little a little more, I don't know, conservative when you're towards like your last plane or two, and then after I think a couple games you're able to get one more plane, and then you can get another one. I think not too long after that, so you can usually have 5 planes pretty quick. There's a bunch of different like classes where you can go to. You can go like fighter, you can go bomber, and there's some kind of like little in between little mix. So far, personally, I've liked the bombers so far. I mean, you can still get some air-to-air kills and stuff, but you're basically just going around trying to blow up the bases, trying to blow up the AA, the little pill boxes, little random tanks on the ground, and it's pretty fun. The bombers are really strong. One thing too, when you buy new planes, you got to upgrade everything, and so when you first get a new plane, you're all cool, I'm gonna start doing better, and then you'll take a couple shots and you're shot down, and you're just like, what the fuck? It's pretty frustrating. One thing that I like about this is when you get shot, there's no blood that shows up on the screen. Oh my god, that's one thing I wish shooters will just take off. It's just so annoying. It's so frustrating. I don't need blood to be splattered all over my screen to know that I'm being shot. Although if you're flying in first person, because there's like 3 different viewpoints you have. There's third person, which I think most people fly in. I've always liked third person for every type of thing, from shooters to this. I kind of really hate first person, to be honest with you. But there's a first-person view actually, so when you do get shot, some oil will sputter on the windscreen, and it'll impede your view a little bit. I know there's 3 different types of modes or whatever. There's like arcade, then there's sim, and there's realistic, and realistic's only first person, so that's just something not for me. I think this mode's just perfect right here, the arcade simulation type thing. You're able to mark targets, and then the sim one's kind of in between, of like more realistic, more a little less arcadey, you could say, but overall it's a damn fun game. It's just that learning curve. Once you get used to it, even now still too, there'll be some people who have an upgraded plane, and if they hit you in your wing perfectly, your wing will come off and kill you. And you've got to be careful too, because even the AI can easily take you out in these games. Also, I don't think, this game I ended up getting shot down. You're able to go fly back to your airfield and land and repair, but you'll see towards the end, if you're coming in a little too fast, it's not going to be fun. But this game is just way underrated. I really can't believe not many people are really playing. I know in North America you have to actually have a European or Australian account, so if you're in North America and you want to play this game on the PS4, you have to go and create a European and Australian game to download it. Then you can go back to your normal American account and play it there, no problems at all. So it's very limited for the amount of people that are on. I think it's between about 2,000 to 4,000. I think on its lowest points that I've seen is like 5 or 6, but I've never waited anything longer than about a minute to get into a game. And it's when you first start, it's 4-on-4, and then once you get some planes unlocked, you start getting a little bit rank. It's 8 versus 8 up to 12 versus 12, I believe, maybe even a little bit more. So it gets pretty hectic once the game's full and stuff too. And this is my plane was already taking a significant amount of damage right here, so I started to fly back towards the base, take out as many targets as I could, a little bit more. I think I got it was like a ground streak of like 14 or 15, which is pretty good. Anything usually above about 10 or so in a row is really good. I think my highest so far has been like 18 or 19 before I ended up getting shot down. And so I'm just trying to fly low to the trees, trying to dodge his fire and everything too. And the bombers too, you'll have automatic gunners when you start getting a little bit higher too. And you get little points to upgrade them too, so they're able to shoot better and stuff. And so now I've got enough points where my gunners are actually starting to get some kills and stuff too. And I think I get an assist a little bit earlier, maybe now coming up with this aircraft, which is nice, which is all right. Another thing too, I would always recommend if you're European, get an Australian, get an American account. And vice versa. If you're an American, get an Australian European account, because things get released earlier on those other accounts too. Typically, even for Battlefield 4, the DLCs will be available in Europe and Australia first before America, so you can go download it and play usually for a couple more hours. And this is more of the realistic gameplay right here. I'm kind of a little too hard. The plane bounced up, and I forced it down a little too hard there, and you see the wheels fly off and the engines catch fire, and I skid, and I didn't take enough damage. I mean, the engine's on fire all right. With the bombers too, sometimes when they shoot your engine out, one will catch fire, and you'll be okay to fly for a little bit, depending on how long the fire lasts. But if I would have actually landed on the airport, the plane would have been able to repair. It takes about a minute for it to repair, and while that's going on, the enemy team can come and do strafe runs on you and kill you. But this is my first video for it. If you have a PS4 or PC, I'd get that, and thanks for watching.